Hey guys, Ryan here from Indy Wrestling School, and today we're talking with legendary pro wrestling booker Dutch Mantell. Coming up. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing below. We put out new videos every single Thursday for 3 Minute Thursday. So I've had a couple sessions online where I'm talking with experienced bookers, and one of the territories that I always enjoyed was Memphis wrestling. And somebody who's done some booking down in the Memphis territory is Dutch Mantell, and he's done booking for TNA and Puerto Rico and all over the place, really. So I kind of wanted to pick his brain and get some information from him so we could put out a video on the channel, and so everybody can kind of have the benefit of hearing from these legends, just like I'm fortunate enough to do. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that video up here, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Well, the beauty of that is you can follow it.
Yeah.
And the fans can follow it.
Right.
And I like the part that you do it for kids, because you don't do a lot of anything like shock value, right?
No, I don't like any of that stuff personally, and I don't think it really works for you long term either.
No, I don't think it works either. But see, I had a show in Puerto Rico, and I did it a lot for kids. And there's a couple of like old adages I used to use, like especially with an angle. You want an angle to be understood by a 10-year-old or 8-year-old.
Right.
They can tell you what happened, and you got it. But if you try to smear it with this and that and the other, and try to put a bunch of brushes on it, put the most simple, logical brush on it, and because they're the consumer, not you, they will determine whether about booking. Anybody can be a booker.
Yeah.
Anybody. So say me and you having this match, and I say, okay, Ryan, hit me in the head with a 2x4 tonight. Okay, bam. Well, that's an angle. Now we come back to next week, and this is when I get the 2x4 and I hit you in the head with it.
Right.
Well, so we're even, which is stupid because now we're back in the same spot
Right.
we were 2 weeks ago. And we got 3 TVs and a pay-per-view. So we'll work the first week, okay? You hit me in the head, then I hit you in the head, that's 2. Then we have a wild, crazy, throw it out match, double DQ, that's 3 times. And now we're wanting people to actually pay money to see us a 4th time. They
Right.
To see what?
Right.
And this is the way I describe basic booking. You're walking down the street, and you get to the corner, and you can look both ways. And all of a sudden, you look down, there's a fight going on. What the? So you're going to stand there, and you're going to watch the fight till somebody runs off, or the cops come, or whatever.
Right.
And you'll watch the excitement. And then, say one of them runs off. So you continue walking, going wherever you're going. But the middle of the next block, you're thinking, I wonder what that was about. That's what wrestling is. Because you tell them what the fight's about before they have the fight. So if it's an exciting fight and with a good issue, yeah, it's going to attract your attention. That's all wrestling is. It's actually good versus bad.
Right.
Basically. And it comes, of course, from the Bible. But that's all it is. So when you put, and this is another thing I would suggest for you to do. See, booking is more than just calling finishes.
Right.
It's calling, getting over with that crowd from day one. See, this is what you don't get now. If you look at WWE's roster, they more or less look the same.
Yeah.
They more or less look like a damn Division I football team. They don't have any monsters. You know, your big schools like Alabama and Clemson, Ohio State, and Texas, they have those 330, 340 pound monsters. They don't really have that when you look at the roster of WWE. So nobody really stands out.
Right.
And since they all look the same, they're all young, And why do you want me to not like this guy? Why? And they never really give you that reason.
Right.
I don't think. But if they all look the same, and this is another thing, do you do 50-50 booking?
No, I try not to anyway.
Thank God. Because that's almost saying that.
What you saw last week didn't count.
Well, say I'm gonna work with you, and you're half and half, and I'm half and half. Well, we've already split the crowd.
Right.
Already. And no matter who wins, we're gonna piss half our crowd off.
Right.
Why don't we shift all that hatred toward me or you, so when the good guy does win, it's a big pop.
Right.
They get rewarded. It's not the Pablo's dog. They get rewarded for buying a ticket, and they're happy they didn't get effed out of their money.
Right.
Now you can take that heel now and do anything with him you want to do. You know, you could get up and they could shake hands, and the heel could knock the of him. But that's all you want to do with the guy. But first of all, you got to get the guy over first a little bit. And you just can't take anybody out there.
Well, I hope that was informative for everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please beat the shit out of the like button. And we'll see you next week for 3 Minute Thursday.